Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at... team. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try the middle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
This is who I'm going
And that's what makes this
to be
defense
with
so
in the
difficult
32-man league, man. So I
They've
gotta get
got
used to
guys
him.
up front that just push
Gotta
offensive
get used to him,
linemen
man.
backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the run, it's Peoples. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Touch pass on the run. Runs through a tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
second and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He leaves it with his back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Took a shot as he threw. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepting, the defense has set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Really tough on offense. Third and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to find his man in the middle. Snatches it on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Manning. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll now run play action. Fires to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Paul, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just split it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Baxter. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he got a hand
the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's got the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Oh, what a move to get room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Say it. Makes the grab on the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on fourth down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
Off the play fake on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He's going up top here late in the game. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. What an absolute battle. What a Donnybrook haymaker met with counterpunch after counterpunch. Both worthy of being top 5 teams. Both championship caliber ball clubs. And they might run into each other again.
I think that's likely to happen, honestly. These are two really, really good-looking teams. And if you're the #1 team,
with the Longhorns?
Easy! Get set! Get set! Ready, go! Ready! Here we go! Hot! Lasso! Cricket! Hot! Come on, set! Ready, ready! Let's go! Set! Ready! Set! Ready! Cobra! Here we go! Green 25! Pound 55! Set! Hut! Slab! Jackrabbit! Easy! Set! 29 Philly! Spider! Flare! Flare!
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the UTEP Miners. Take it away, broadcast team.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let it.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the SMU Mustangs. Take it away, broadcast team.
First play of the period, first down here. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning on the Jets. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Might as well give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hurricanes will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the tailback. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hogan. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Caught.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Daniels.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stripped it out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's back. Caught close to the marker, it's Daniels. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Oakland. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down management. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Third down play from the gun. They're working that left side. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the...
Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. RPO complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On the ground, it's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here comes the heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the catch. It's Hodges. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The play action fake. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
This defense decided just to take it upon themselves, right? They're not getting any help from the offense. They're not getting any help from special teams in terms of scoring points. So they just said, you know what, in the 2nd half, we got to do it ourselves. When we get opportunities, when we get a chance to capitalize, we got to take advantage. They have been so dominant, and they look so good on that safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Off play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Hunt is on its way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's still running after the move. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Floating away. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Canes. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's got his man. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake.
Running with the Longhorns.
This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 9 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. The Longhorns offense will get the first swing today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays? How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Good throw to the quarterback off the RPO. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Back to throw. It's Manning. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And there's the tight end. He shows off his hands.
Pass caught. Second down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The offense facing a tough conversion here.
With our Longhorns.
42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And we'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. The receiver grabs it. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get...
Breaks into the clear. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Trying to find room. It's Miller. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Manning. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. The back's got it. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. 2nd down and 11. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And it's good, right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Dropping back, it's Manning. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Good throw, complete to the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Running out of time in the pocket. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the...
He cannot escape. It's a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Wide open downfield. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Running back has it on the screen now. Brought down for the completion. Moves the ball down to the 4. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Finds his man. It's Miller. Brought down, the broken tackle. Produced a solid gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, tied.
That's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And now the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
This is a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. He's running out of time here. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Second down after the incompletion. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Manning. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. The running back here in a direct snap. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a 1-on-1.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's bringing it back. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Back to throw. It's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Headed for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. Defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards. It's a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Gonna run it. It's Miller. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Muscles past the defender. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw is Simpson. Pressure is coming. Extending the play now. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on third down. With the catch, it's Williams. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. A short completion of the tight end. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, on his spread era over the years, has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Breaks into the clear. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Oh, that was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on third down. What a big-time play. What will they do here now on 4th?
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Here's the handoff. Breaks in open space. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Baxter. They wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The third and short, trying to pick it up on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got fourth and inches.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And here he goes. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Will hand it off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Grab made by the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Touchdown, Longhorns. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making. play.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. First and goal, handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Near the goal line. The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Texas. This offense cannot be stopped. So the offense flexing here, Perkins. Their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. The junior brought down after making a great catch. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Throws a stiff. Oh, he breaks free, still going. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense in hurry-up mode. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw it again. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just...
Touchdown, Alabama. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Chewing clock with the running game. Breaks loose at the 45. Now timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but that is a crucial 1st down. Just run out the clock in victory formation now. Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Breaks into the clear. They've got him down, but the offense gets... down they needed to just run the clock out. 1st down here for this offense. They'll take a knee as the clock moves into the final minute of play. Now, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.